Hello, and welcome back to Summit Tutoring. I'm David Austin, and today we will be discussing how to interpret linear functions. In this first example, the question here tells us that for every correct extra credit question that is answered, the student will earn 0.25 points. We are also told that the current overall grade is T. So T is our current overall. 0.25Q is the amount of extra credit points earned from the questions answered correctly, and then we are left with this 87. And the question wants us to find the meaning of the 87. So if we read the question, we're able to determine that the 0.25Q is related to extra credit. So we can cross that out. And we know that T is the current grade in the class. So the 87 that's being added to the amount of extra credit the student receives must be his average before adding extra credit, which is our answer for this question. It is the average before the extra credit is added. And that answers this question completely. In the second example here, we are told that the above equation is true if Amit buys B pounds of blueberries and R pounds of raspberries at a farm where blueberries cost $5.50 per pound and raspberries cost $4 per pound. And according to the equation, how much does Amit spend in total on both types of these berries? So we know that blueberries are $5.50 per pound. So here's blueberries, $5.50 per pound. And we know that raspberries cost $4 per pound. And we see 4R also listed here. So thinking about that, you're going to be able to determine that 28 is equal to the total that he spends at the farm. Because when you plug in a number for the amount of berries that he purchased, when you plug in a number for the amount of raspberries that he purchased, this 28 number is going to be the total that he spent at the farm. So in this third example, we're told that someone earns a base salary plus a commission for every chair that he sells. So to figure out the question based on the equation above, what is his base salary? Let's just say that he sold no chairs this year. So that would leave us with the answer of $40,000, which would be his base salary. When you look at the equation, you know that C is the amount of chairs he sold, and 500 is connected to that C, so that tells you how much commission he gets for each chair. The only number that's left after that is this 40,000 amount, which is how much his base salary is, and that answers this question. So in this fourth example here, we're asked to find how many kilograms of CO2 per mile does the bus portion contribute to RIA's carbon footprint. So we know that 0.1s, we know that S is related to the subway, so we can cross that out. We want to focus on this 0.2b. We are told in this question here that B are the amount of miles that are taken by bus. So if we look at this closer, we see that 0.2 times B is going to equal the total amount of CO2 emitted on the bus. So from this, it's asking how many kilograms of CO2 per mile does the bus portion contribute to RIA's carbon footprint. The only constant here is 0.2. So we know that our answer is 0.2 kilograms of CO2 per mile. And that is your answer, 0.2. So in this sixth example, we are asked what is the best interpretation of 155 in the equation. So this linear equation is written in sloped-intercept form. C equals 290 plus 155h. In the equation, 155 is the slope and 290 is the c-intercept. In this case, because c is the dependent variable and h is the independent variable, 155 is the change in c when h increases by 1. So, for a 1 hour increase in the total time to paint the exterior of the building, the total cost increases by 155. So that means the best interpretation of 155 in the equation is that 155 is how much per additional hour paying the exterior costs. I hope today's review of interpreting linear functions was helpful for preparing for the SAT. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on post notifications for upcoming videos. We will see you in the next video.